2, 1.
I'm going live, and we have a special guest just for a few minutes from Katie's Corner, and you just got done gaming.
I have just got done gaming.
I've never seen you so aggressive. Nikki was in here earlier saying hello. Hello, Nikki.
Hello,
Welcome on it.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for watching me beat the hell out of random strangers.
Well, I noticed you kicked one of the characters in their ass, so it was definitely an ass kicking. And then I saw your opponent hit you in the privates. I thought, what the hell? Who
I
designs
don't.
these games where you hit somebody in the private area? You know, but you were
Yeah.
doing very well. I was really like, wow,
Oh God. I was playing Tekken 8, and Tekken has got to be one of my absolute favorite games because that was one of the very first games I ever played on the
uh-huh.
PlayStation 1.
Hmm.
Um,
And so what
yeah,
kind
no,
of time are we talking about when you first?
oh gosh. PlayStation 1 would have been early 20s.
Oh, okay. Okay. So early
So,
21st century.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't think you were that old. Anyway, um I'll show you real quick what I did last night. I was on Topicless, and then I went over to Tokame's show. Um
which I'm so sorry I missed. I
and
didn't realize.
I was kind of antsy. I was kind of, you know, I didn't rest in between shows, so I was tired. And it was off one of those days. I had a night off, and which really kind of frustrated me because you know, and I don't think I'm going to my regular haunt tonight. It's somewhere else because of the time that I clock in. I don't clock in to 6:45 tonight, but and I've been clocking in about 6:15 or 6
Oh, okay.
6 6:15. Anyway, this was one I did back in March,
Uh-huh.
and the reason I show that one, which is a little bit more in the headshot, uh,
Yeah.
it's reminiscent of one I did last night, a bog, right here, which is kind of different,
Oh wow, yeah.
but it's similar. Where
It
he's
is,
kind of
yeah, it's a similar sort of pose, isn't it? It's just a bit
looking
like
over his shoulder.
close up,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's a different look for him. His look may, but he's always going to have the two dash marks right there by the two twigs
Right.
sticking out of his head. That's kind of a signature thing. And then this one's just a real simple one. Uh,
Oh, that's good though, isn't it? That's very effective. I like that sort of just plain,
mhm.
but with the shading makes it.
And
Uh-huh.
yeah, get a little. I've been using the gray markers, like a warm and a darker gray.
Yeah, yeah, I can
And
see that. It really gives it some depth. I like the
mhm,
the light. You know where you've done the lines, like not shading, but
right.
texturing. Uh,
Hmm. Shadowhawk says, "Hell, I'll be there in just a couple minutes." Hi, Katie.
Hi, Shadow. I'm just holding your. I'm keeping your space warm for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, they may be subtle differences, but like his brow here is more prominent
Yeah,
there, the little division. So I try different things with different drawings, a more elongated face or, different things. And then I might come up with a few looks that I like, or different
yeah.
techniques to drawing. I've got stuff started that I never finished that I need to finish,
See, I love
all
white
the
on
time.
black.
We need to
Although,
have a draw. We need to have a draw stream where I need to find the metallic markers though. I did this one in metallic markers, and I
oh
need to
man,
kind of
yeah. That
experiment with them a
man,
little
I
bit
like
more.
that. That's so good. Wait, just
This was, yeah, a little bit. I need to think more in color, and on some of these things because I really
mm,
leave a lot of it in black and white to be public, to be reproduced or printed, and then I can have a colorist or color it myself,
I mean, yeah.
from that point. The main thing is to get it drawn and inked, and the inking's where it really comes to life in comics, I think. Uh, and I need to get back to my scratch art. I was doing scratch art. That probably one of the last things I did back in April was well,
Oh
this is
my gosh, I haven't
20
done that since I was a kid.
Oh, I did like several comic book story pages with this. You know, the thing
Wow.
about this is you have to be you can't erase. You have to be very deliberate. Gable Penny shot in the
Good
house.
afternoon, Gable.
Oh, a nice warm bum,
Because I'm
Shadowhawk
keeping his
says.
seat warm.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Warm and
Uh,
sweaty, really, to be
I don't
honest
know
with
if
you.
you've
But
seen it, but the first appearance of Bog, the very first time I drew him, right after my father passed away, this was done in 2005. We buried him the 6th, and it was like after that I created my character. Um, and this is how I do it. Usually do heads, and that's what I was doing. So there's the first Bog drawing
oh wow, you can still
there.
see it's him though, can't you? He
Yeah.
has sort of evolved, but
Yeah, right. He looked more jellyfish, but he's still, if you look, he's still got the little dash marks there.
the
They're
two
very
like
small, see?
little hair
Yeah,
things,
little
whatever it
hairs.
is.
And then I did one that same day where he's coming over hill with the moon behind him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Just just
wow.
just to get the ideal down for the character, you
Yeah.
know, and that was back in 2015. My
Hello,
oh,
Kerry. I hope you're feeling better. Are you home now? Is everything all right?
hey Carrie. Yeah, she said she wasn't getting notifications, so I sent her the link to the show today. Hey Tree
Hello,
Goblin in
Tree
the house.
Goblin.
Shadowhawk, you're looking feminine today. Oh, you noticed. Who plucked your feathers, Shadowhawk? Plucked chicken. Yeah, this was the very first thing I produced, uh, which is
Ah, it looks so good.
a character. This is scratch art, but
Yeah.
it's made into a postcard.
Hello,
Welcome.
Shadow.
Hello,
Hey,
Shadow.
King, good to see you. Hey, Rex, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Had the night off last night, and that totally upset the apple cart.
Yeah, sorry I was a little late. Oh, hey, Carrie.
As far as my schedule. Was traffic a bitch?
No, I had a phone interview for a new job today.
Oh,
So,
you did. Wow, you
yep.
are enterprising.
Oh, yeah. I want to get into something more modern again. I'm tired of being a grease monkey.
Oh, really? So you're thinking about getting away from the engineer grease monkey business?
Well, I mean, it's still maintenance. It's just maintenance
Yeah.
on more modern equipment. So, working
Janitorial executive, eh?
it, yeah.
With a mop and a bucket.
Executive
Apex
boom,
Comics in
executive
the house.
boom patrol. Um,
Hey, Apex.
No, actually, the company I'm hoping I'm going to get an interview with here next week is they make fiber optic cable. So it'll be kind of similar to what I'm doing now, where they braid strands of fiber optics into a big cable.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's a big
so
thing. I've been doing that all
yeah,
over
so
town for the last few years.
yeah. So actually,
And
the
pays
equipment
pretty
will
good.
be similar to what I'm working on now, but a lot more modern and clean. So there
You'll
you
still
go.
have a shovel, I guarantee you. I don't know if you'll get the shovel job. They use a shovel to put that fiber optics down, and a digger.
No. I'm going to be producing them, not installing them.
Oh, okay. The big man. Yeah, you have to
That's
give me a
right.
job once you're a success.
That's one of these days.
Either that or I'll hire you. It'll work out one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Yeah. Katie's been
You come.
gaming today and doing artwork,
Oh,
which I missed her art stream. I was in a meeting.
kind of games are you into there, Katie?
I was playing Tekken 8.
Oh, cool. Fighting game?
Yeah. I play anything really. But
Oh, okay.
I don't like Call of Duty or things like that. But
Right.
Well,
Do you
I
do
like
like
the
the role playing type stuff? Like was that Red Dead Redemption and
yeah,
where you
Love Red Dead Redemption and Baldur's Gate. And
I'm trying to think of the name of the one
I
I was
like the
playing.
one where you were the female character with the. I think she had a backpack and you had
that was
creatures.
Power World.
Yeah, Power World.
Power World,
That
yeah.
looked fun.
I
That looked
Yeah,
like.
flip houses, anything really. Just I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
there was
I like playing Tekken when I'm feeling agitated because then
Well,
I can just go and kick
that's
everyone's butt.
that's the way Anna is. You know, she plays a variety of different games. You know,
Yeah,
from
Oh, yeah.
depends what mood I'm in.
just and
Hey,
it's a good way to
hey,
chill
T-Double.
out.
Yeah, I got to get a new control for my PlayStation. All my buttons are falling apart, so my daughter can still play Minecraft on there, but I can't play my games very well. So
Well, you could hear Katie as she was playing. She was with the
oh,
control. You could hear every move she was making. She was kicking some ass.
I'm trying to think of the name of this
Carrie
one.
says,
It's
I'm
called-
stuck in the hospital, 2 MCL injuries and suspected stroke. Can't go home till I can walk again. Yeah.
Wow.
Go home till she can walk again. Yeah.
Well, I hope they're going to repair those MCLs for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they say, once you get a knee replacement, you never want to go back,
Yeah, well, MCL is it's the ligaments that hold the knee together. So
Yeah.
usually what happens is you'll tear
Sort of the
one of
rubber
those.
band of your knee, right?
Yeah, those are pretty much repairable. As long as you didn't damage it too badly. The only problem is like with any even mine, eventually probably another 10 or 12 years, I'm gonna have to go in and get at least one of my knees replaced because the surgery wears off after a while. Plus, I'm getting older.
Yeah. Well, I know they can go in there and replace the soft tissue between the bones now.
Yeah, they've come up with some new stuff that they you can. I heard one of the products was actually made out of rooster combs, because they're all rubbery. It's all
Rooster
cartilage.
comb. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they would take the
Yeah.
cartilage from the rooster combs and
Okay. That makes sense.
obviously sterilize it and do
What's
something with
wild
it.
is they can 3D print a lot of that stuff now.
Mhm.
That's amazing that you could print the tissue of a complex thing like a heart or something. That's
Well,
amazing.
I've been looking into this new procedure they got where they actually take the healing factors of your own body, and then somehow or another they do some kind of enhancements or whatever, and they actually inject them into the areas that you're having problems with, like your knees and stuff. And apparently they're getting really good results without having to have any kind of surgery.
Yeah,
so
and for burn victims, they use that fish skin for wrappings, which is and it helps regrowth. It's amazing what we've kind of found out when Katie, what would you have replaced if you could have something replaced?
To me?
Yeah. Anything?
No.
No. Well, that's a good sign.
No, I don't think I want anything to
for
replace.
retweets. Oh,
my personality. I'd have that replaced. Tree Goblin always brings a smile to my face. He says, because he's always so earnest, UK government bringing in prison sentences for retreats. Hell, my communist overlords.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrie,
let me
actually,
know if it gets too close to you, Katie. My gosh, how close is all that mess to you?
The last one is maybe 30 minutes away by car.
Yeah, well, that's a good little bit,
Not that far though.
Yeah, it's not that far.
That far. Yeah, I mean, it could spill over.
Headed this way.
Well, 30 minutes, that's quite a drive. I mean, think about it. 30 minutes driving is quite a ways. I mean, really?
No.
Isn't it? No? Okay.
No.
All right. What are you doing? Taking a bicycle? What the hell?
I mean, I've got friends that live there. It's close enough to be.
Now, see, that would concern me. If I had loved ones or friends that were sort of in that.
Depends what your speed limits are too, right? Because 30 miles. If you're on a road that's 30 miles an hour, that's an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't. Yeah. But you don't drive, do you, Katie?
No, I don't.
But you could. You know how to drive.
No, I don't.
Do you normally just use mass transit, Katie, or do you got somebody that comes and drives you around.
Her daughter. For one thing.
It's public transport or my
Yeah.
legs.
Oh.
Yeah, because you've got a lot there within walking distance, right? As far as not really.
Not where I live, not in walking distance, no.
Well, I know you've got some parks around you.
Yes.
Yeah. Overgrown
Yes,
parks.
there's a lot of greenery around
Yeah.
where I
It's
live.
very
That's
beautiful
always
area.
nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather have some green to look at than
Put Smudge on a
concrete
leash and
gray.
take him for a long walk. Excuse me.
Anyways, I'm going to go and
Enjoy your time with
get
the
ready for
girls.
bed.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go.
Cool off.
I'm going to come and
But
watch you guys.
you're going to
when
let
I'm-
them have their fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Tree Goblin says the British have stopped going out now. Hundreds of Muslims patrolling towns with weapons.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Katie, for filling in and
Yeah, thank you,
keeping the
Katie. I appreciate it.
shadow hot.
Yes. Well, thank
It's
you
lovely
for
always, and I hope we can get
watching my stream.
together later this week for a cup of Joe or something as well.
There you go.
I will see you the next time I will be on stream with you. Will be with the Rex, Hex, and Apex show.
That
said it
is
before.
Oh, that's right.
that is correct. She will be our special guest. She said, "When can I come on?" And I like, "How about 2 weeks? I need a special guest anyway."
There you go.
So perfect timing, Katie.
Timing is everything.
I will be streaming on Friday, and I will see you in chat in about.
And
10
what will
minutes.
you be doing Friday? What will you be working on Friday?
Friday's going to be a construction day, so I think I'm going to. I've got loads of cardboard and stuff, so I'm thinking of making one of those book boxes that I made before.
Okay, yeah,
But
can't wait to
from
see
the
that.
beginning. But that can change between now and Friday.
Have a
might
wonderful
think of
night
something
and
else.
cool off.
Yeah, I need to. I will see you guys in chat in a little while.
All
All
right,
right, Katie. Have a great night.
All right, bye. Oh, wrong.
I got a glimpse of the mighty Katie. So I was on Topic last night and then on Topimaze later. So I got a little bit of drawing in. This is an old drawing, but I'll show you that in comparison because I did a similar one where he's kind of looking over his shoulder. This one was done in March right there. You remember that one?
Oh, I remember that one, man.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then last night I did a similar type thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A little bit different, but similar pose.
Yeah, using the gray markers and things.
Cool.
One of Geo there. And
got to have my man Geo.
Another one there. Trying to put the rock archways and stuff, some of the background stuff in some of these, But he's a lot of fun to draw, and he's definitely inspired by Kirby,
Oh, for sure.
Character.
Well, I think he's a cool character, man. I can't wait to see him in a little bit of action.
Rex, please surprise me with the Devil Flyer drawing. Okay. Well, I have one in there, and it's yours, Apex. And yes, I probably need to draw him more. Time to liberate Britain for the Muslims. Call Captain Britain, Apex says.
There you go. And
Yay,
Betsy
Katie will
Braddock.
be on our show. Yes, on this channel in, let's see, what day is it? That will be, I believe, the 17th. 17th is the next Rex, Hex, and Apex show on Saturday at 11 Central. So, and I did this one too. I had it buried. So good thing I moved this. This is an older villain that goes back to 2008. And he turned out fairly well, I think.
I don't know if I've seen him before.
Yeah. I'm trying to take some of the older characters and stuff that, are viable characters that can, I think, be. And characters like this, you'll see in the Devil Flyer magazine for the first time, in cameo shot. As many of them as I can fit in, And
Cool.
I would have loved something like that when I was, uh, younger, buying comics and looking for inspiration and things.
Well, I can say that it's certainly a better way to go about introducing your universe characters to people than putting out stuff that gives no answers about anything and
Yeah,
expecting people to enjoy it. I'm not going to name any names here, but
you have something in mind. I got you.
I think we all know who I'm talking about.
I don't even have a name for that character, but he's a pretty
Oh,
cool looking
okay.
character.
I was going to ask you what his name was.
Yeah, I don't know, and really, I did the circles around his eyes a little bit different. The positioning of them. So that was
No, are you thinking about making him part of the what is that the was it five
the the
one
German 43.
the yeah the German
No,
43 yeah
no.
no
I mean, I
okay.
guess he could. Well, there's another one that I kind of use that same him as an inspiration for one of the 43. So it's a different
Oh,
character that was kind of
maybe that's
inspired
what
by him. But
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
might just
he's
be
that plague
remembering.
guy. I've done the plague guy I've done him like on a card before.
Yeah okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
That
kind of inspired by that character,
that's probably
that
what it
older character.
was
Yeah.
reminding me of.
Hmm. He's kind of like deals with contagions and stuff like that. Um,
Oh man, it would be nice to get this new job.
yeah. Well, don't stress over it. How did you get linked up with this new job? This new, to apply?
Actually, it's a funny story. Like I
I'm gonna have
hooked
to
up
get
with
back
a recruiter off of Indeed,
designing my air
and
freshener.
back last year before I started the job I'm on now, he was looking for some stuff for me, and then I had other stuff looking for stuff for me, and
Mhm.
the Universal job where I'm at now came up first. I got the interview, accepted the job. And like 2 days later, this guy called me and was like, "Hey, I got an interview set up for it." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I just accepted this job. I'm starting next Monday." Turns out the same guy, here we are over a year later,
Mhm.
calls me back and he's like, "I don't know if you remember me or not, but you know that job I was talking to you about. It's in Indiana. It's close to it's probably a 30-minute commute for you. They're willing to pay pretty good money." I was like, "Well, why don't we go ahead and get that ball rolling?"
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't mind what I do now. It's just a lot of it's so dirty and so heavy that it's just you're beat to death by the end of the
Yeah,
day.
it's going to take a toll on you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's already. I mean, it's cumulative effect over time, right? I mean, it's not just this
yeah,
job,
and
but the job you had
I'm not
prior and the one after that.
I'm
I
not
mean,
a
you get,
I'm not a
yeah, you got
spring
some
chicken
miles on
hawk
that
anymore.
car.
Yeah, I'm not a spring chicken hawk anymore.
Yeah,
So
you need some of that rooster comb.
that's, I do, man.
You
I'm,
do,
I'm
yeah.
tempted to
I
start
take
trading.
collagen. I hope you take collagen. I take collagen myself.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's
Do you?
good for your skin and
I thought
stuff.
you did. Yeah,
It's supposed to help your joints and stuff too, but
yeah.
it hasn't really seemed to have
And the
made a
thing of it
big
is, you
difference.
don't really have a lot of, for every pound you lose 4 pounds off your, you know, off your
Yeah, and thank
meat.
God I don't weigh a lot, or I probably wouldn't even be able to walk.
Yeah. Now I
'Cause
think,
if I
let's
weighed
see.
over 200 pounds, I don't think my knee would support it.
Yeah, probably not. A wild story, and I've told this before, Shadowhawk, with Ghost Rider.
Uh,
There was a drawing of Ghost Rider. I think maybe one that was, in a team up or something where he's on his motorcycle. You used to do the little bullet surround circles with the characters in there or whatever, and he was on his motorcycle. And I had some production art or something, and I attributed it to Bob Badansky, thinking it was him.
uh-huh.
And he might have done this one on the right. That kind of looks like Bob's stuff, but I'm not sure. It's a great Ghost Rider with the logo behind him.
Yeah, good looking Ghost Rider.
It is, yeah. Bob Badansky is, his Ghost Rider stuff is really the only thing that I took note of. And he said, no, I didn't draw that. That was Gil Kane. So
Oh wow,
he kind of contacted me and we had, kind of conversation there for a little while.
that's cool.
Yeah. The same thing with Zippy the Pinhead. I attributed yeah, that was an underground comic, Zippy was.
Yeah, I remember.
And if I'd had the money, he would have made an appearance
Wow.
here in town if I'd set up a show or whatnot. I would have had to pay him to be here, but I got talking with him for a little while. And then
I would have tried to work out a deal with a local comic shop or something, set
and
up.
who was the Justice League artist? Dylan or Apex will probably know.
Dylan?
He was after Mike Sierkowski, the first Justice League artist.
Oh, you're talking old Justice League stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Justice League of America.
I wouldn't
probably
know.
After issue 100, because the original artist Mike Sierkowski, he probably kind of like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Yeah, Dick Dillon. Yeah, Dick Dillon already dead, but his grandson contacted me and bought a piece from me because he wanted. He wanted something to remember his grandfather from, and it was just a piece of production artwork. It wasn't like an original done by him or anything, but it was pretty neat. Through eBay, I've met some, interesting, famous people, I suppose you could say, or non-famous, but they've got some name recognition. People that I never thought I would actually talk to. For one thing.
That's always cool.
Walking Tall, the true story of Buford Pusser. Yeah, isn't that a story?
Oh, that was what's his name? The actor.
You think of the movie that played him? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He ended up being in what was it? James Bond
he was
movie
in James
later
Bond.
on. Yeah,
he was in James Bond a couple times.
Yeah.
He had a reoccurring character in James Bond.
Buford Pusser.
Buford Pusser. Yeah, what a name, right?
Oh, dude, man, his parents must have hated him. You already got the last name Pusser. We're gonna call you Buford.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't like Puss.
I guess it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Priscilla Pusser.
Prometheus Garden here from 1988. This is clay, sort of stop motion clay animation. At first he becomes like this werewolf type thing transformation. That's pretty cool. I think you'll enjoy this. Check this out.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, it looks like your regular werewolf, at first. And then his head splits and whatnot. That's
a little head.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man.
That is crazy stuff. I've never seen that. I would like to see that. This is good stuff in the house. We had neighbors once whose last name was Pig. Yeah, I think I would think about a name change at that point. What do you think, Shadowhawk? Is that too much trouble, or do you just live with it, or
Now, well, yeah. I don't think it's that much trouble to change your name. You just got to go pay a
Yeah,
fee and.
yeah. I don't think it's that. Yeah.
Yeah, funny story, dude. I grew up, in a cul-de-sac. All my little friends. We knew everybody everywhere.
No. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
the house, couple down to the left at the end of the cul-de-sac, like you had kind of turned the corner, was my friend Ted Piggott, and all through school, he had three sisters, no, four sisters, and a younger brother. Everybody always pronounced the last name Piggott, always. And I knew his dad, when I was a kid. Always said, "Hey, Mr. Piggott," I answered to it. Years later, after I'm an adult, I come back from Texas the first time I move home. And my mom tells me she's working with Peugeot up at the county. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
who the fuck is Peugeot? And she's like, it's Mr. Piggott from around the corner. It's one of the reasons him and his wife got divorced, apparently, was because he hated it and she wouldn't let him correct people. So, so I ended up meeting him again like 20 years later in life. And he was a corrections officer working with my mom. But
Oh
now he
wow.
was Mr. Peugeot.
Hmm. So,
I,
what do you think about Tim Walz? Huh? The new VP pick. He's a freak, isn't he?
I know nothing about this guy, dude.
I know
I haven't
that.
seen any.
Yeah, you're not gonna go all Hogan's
I
Heroes on
haven't seen anything about him yet. No videos. And
nothing. Hogan.
I wish I
The
knew.
pig
I don't
married
even
a
recognize
butt.
the
Any
name.
improvement?
You know.
Yeah. My biology
So,
teacher in high school was Mrs. Butts. I bet she got ribbed a lot.
what?
Her biology teacher was Mrs. Butts.
Well, you got pig butts. That's an improvement. You ever had a roasted pig butt, my friend? Slow roasted, tender and juicy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't think pig's the healthiest meat to eat though. But I had, with that said, I had sausage yesterday.
And since when do I care?
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, and bacon. Now that's
Bacon is like nature's candy. You can't beat bacon.
I adore Ben 10 for the simple fact that he's got so many different characters. That
I
he becomes.
I liked it when the cartoon series first started.
Uh-huh.
Like that first season or two was pretty good, and then I don't know, I lost track of it for a while, and I tried to watch it again, and
It's been
they
a
were
while.
different.
I've got most of them. I may have missed,
Well, they kept
something here or
changing
there.
the 10 characters he could change into. After a while, they would cycle one out and cycle a new one in.
Or they expanded on it. I mean, they
Yeah.
had a storyline where could become an if he just fixed the thing and knew how to use it, he could become more than 10 characters.
Oh no shit! I didn't see
I
that.
can remember some of these like Heat Blast, Ghost Freak, and Echo Echo. Those are those three characters in front. Can't remember all the names of the characters, but interesting characters.
I always like the fire character there to the is that right to the
Yeah,
left of center.
yeah, yeah, and he was one of the original characters,
Mm-hmm.
and one
See,
that
these are
Ben
newer ones though, because like most of the ones that I was familiar with that he had
well,
aren't
there's
even in there.
Accelerate there, the one that's kind of by the crystal guy that runs. Accelerate is his name.
Okay,
Uh,
who's the guy in the red next to the fire
you're gonna
guy?
ask me these questions.
He used
He's
to
got.
have like an
I know that
an
character's got water powers.
water power.
He
Okay,
controls water. Yeah.
originally didn't he have a like a kind of insectoid type character that you could turn into. I know
Well,
you
there
had
is
one.
that moth character up there that flies, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it was a
And
moth. So.
I think the moth maybe even shoots webbing. I can't remember, but and the one underneath that is like it controls electricity. And that one character there next to Ben is called Swamp something. He kind of controls plants. Ghost Freak up there floating above the crystal guy. He's a bad guy. He turns out to be a bad guy, you know.
Oh, okay.
And tries to take over the Omnitrix and things, which is his watch. It's
Yeah, Dial H for Hero.
It's the pig's fault for tasting so good, Mrs. Good Stuff says.
That's right.
Hyphenated to pig butts, yes. Well, I don't even like to call them Democrats anymore. I mean, they're communists, you know. They're diehard communists.
Who?
Democrat Party.
Oh.
Sorry, but it's true. They've been radicalized.
Demon rats.
Yeah. But I always liked Ben 10 because, you know, there was such a variety of characters he could do, and then they took him into space and all kinds of stuff. I didn't like some of the sophomore thing. This was kind of for kids, but now again, it's kind of like the Dial H for Hero, and I like the variety of characters and powers and different, you know, and they're all new. And then you have some, I think, you know, if I had some criticism, it's like he went to the fire guy too many times. And I know with animation, it's like, yeah, we've already done some work with this character, so we can kind of intersperse on some of the, you know, and save money. And I get that.
Yeah, but fire always looks cool, you know.
And he's good to have a favorite character, but I wanted to see and you know, he had one that would eat stuff and then gack up. And it would blow up, you know. His throw up he would convert the stuff into energy, I guess, and throw it up. And I forget what it was, but he was like a little chomper guy, you know, which was kind of an interesting character. That was the thing about it, you know. They didn't have to look all heroic; they could look quite alien, you know, and have a variety of powers. And I just like that concept of, you know, one character sort of controlling or just I kind of like that about Thunder Bunny because it was like an interesting premise, you know. It was taken seriously, but it was a funny looking character, you know, to a certain degree. But now if you could have superpowers, but the drawback is you had to look like a big bunny rabbit to have the superpowers, you'd probably use it anyway to save lives or do whatever, rob banks, or, you know, it wouldn't matter how you look. You'd put a hoodie on or something.
There you go.
Just a funny picture here. I think I dated her once. Katie's back. I hope you're cooling off, dear, in bed.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah, I suppose we're going to talk crafts. She's working on a trading card set that's quite lovely, you know.
Oh, really?
Going to put it in a little, you know, tin box or something like that to keep the set in. And
yeah, she planning on doing a crowdfund to fund my comic, or
you know, we'll see. You know, she's going to produce the trading card set, and you know, then we'll take it from there. You know,
well, I want one too.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man. What she's been working on, the individual cards. I think a lot of people are going to want the type of stuff she's doing. It's just beautiful work. Very talented individual. Thunder Bunny Rabbit bodybuilder. Yeah. Mrs. G and Carrie and Katie and all of female representation always brings a smile to my face. Just saying.
It's always nice to have ladies in the chat.
That's right. Female representation.
we got to have our DEI.
Yeah, Carrie was saying that she was not getting, notifications to the show. Of course, it might have been that she's working on another device or something, or I don't know,
Might have been because she was in the hospital too.
in the
Yeah.
hospital, right? Yeah. I don't know. I
But
sent her the link,
yeah, because she
and
hit
I'll
me
send it
today and she was
tomorrow.
like, "What did you say about me on yesterday's show?" And I was like trying to think, and I was like, "Oh, I mentioned that you hurt your knee, and I was worried about you having to wait because of England's, fucked up healthcare system." And then, sure enough, today she says she's got two MCL injuries, which means I
Yeah,
believe that means both knees, because I think
yeah.
you've only got one per.
Not super. Yeah,
You
it's
got
not
you got
superheroes.
an
Yeah,
ACL and an MCL.
yeah.
Mine were both ACLs when I fucked mine up.
I know this is
Holy
small to
mackerel, there's
see.
a
This
lot
is
of detail in
Reenie's.
there, dude.
Yeah, this is Reenie's work on Fiendish 3 cover. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to get it some more contrast in this and have it pop with
It'd
color.
be interesting to see how it looks in color. I
Yeah,
mean,
right
because
now
right
it's
now
kind of like a
it's a little
mishmash. You
it's a
know,
little busy.
it is busy. Yeah, yeah, and that's okay.
I mean,
She's
it can be, it can work out fine, but
yeah.
sometimes
I like her colors. I mean, once she gets her stuff colored, it's
yeah. What I've
really
seen of
pops.
the
Yeah,
Fiendish books and stuff. Yeah, I got the first campaign. That
I
was
got the
nice.
first one. Yeah, Masters of the Universe came out 37 years ago. That was a cool movie. I need to rewatch that. I'm not sure if I own a
With
copy
Dolph
of that. I think,
Lundgren.
huh?
With Dolph Lundgren.
Yes, Dark Lundgren. Yep. 6 a.m. Comics is wrapping up the last page of art for the kid's birthday comic. So he's making a birthday comic for his kid. He works
Oh, cool.
digitally. Yeah. Digitally and maybe traditionally. Most people that work digitally work traditionally, but some
Yeah,
totally
I like
mistaken
his. I
just
like
work
his
digitally.
little like spaceman character or whatever it is.
Yeah, I can't wait till he does something like that. That's amazing. He's done stickers for
Apparently
so many different
he's working
campaigns.
on it. He's putting a book together. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's cool over time that people, you know,
he's got a very cool cartoony style too. I like it.
here
It's
is
not
your lizard
overly
representation
cutesy.
for today. Lorenzo, there's your lizard representation for today.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, pretty. He looks happy.
He looks like he got a big old smile on his face, doesn't he?
Most geckos do look happy, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You never know. You can't
And
trust
he's a
a
pretty
gecko.
one. He's pretty.
Hmm?
1987 Masters of the Universe with Frank. Yeah, 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 yeah. He played a great Dracula too. Skeletor. Yeah. Happy Gecko. Really draw a very
Oh,
intricate.
Frank Langella was Skeletor? No shit. I
Yeah, he
love
was
Frank
under all
Langella.
that makeup. Yep, that was him.
Yeah, dude, that I watched that because I think it was made for TV, the Dracula movie that he did,
Hmm.
and of course, my mom was like, "No, man," yeah, and my dad's like, "Yeah, let's watch it." And that was a good Dracula movie, man, from what I remember. But I was probably 10.
It
I
was,
wouldn't have
and
been.
they had a great scene of him. The scene that everybody remembers where he comes upside down
Hmm.
to the window,
Yep.
like he's crawling on the wall. It's very
That and
cool.
he snaps this one guy's neck too at some point in the movie. I
Yeah,
forget
that
who it is.
I don't know if I
And it
own
just
that or not, but I'd like to rewatch that. That was actually a
it's
pretty
just
good
like
Dracula.
the look on his face, the way he does it, it's like it's so
Mhm.
effortless. It's just like the guy's dead, and it's like whoa. Yeah, he was a
Wow.
scary Dracula. That was my
I won't
favorite.
show this for Katie Shake, but they've got a king cobra regurgitating three other snakes. And
79.
I think that's
Sorry.
who's
King
Who are you
Cole.
saying have a good night to?
No, I
What
said,
were
yeah,
you saying?
I was responding to Apex. And Nick said, yeah, you're right, or it was scary or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 79. That was the year 79. I wasn't sure. I was thinking
I don't know how
78.
much. I don't know how scared I was. Scared, of it. I can't remember that part, but
I don't know if I was
oh,
scared of it. Scared of it. You know what I mean? But I was just impressed by
you're
Langella's
looking for
version.
cars, aren't you? Car for sale, 25,000 BC Roadster, rust free, air blows cold, foot brakes, well under 10 million miles, wood body
Well,
panel, original seats. This is a solid car. That's cool. It'd be cool to have a rock garden and have something like this out there, wouldn't it? Just for the kids to
that'd be
sit
kind
in.
of cool. Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah. That would
I'd
be
like
real
to be
cool.
able to drive one down the street. It's like maybe probably really slowly,
Can you say pedal power? Yeah.
like for a parade or something.
Hmm.
That might be kind of cool.
Let's see. Kyle Prometheus. Okay, let's see. Replying to Kyle Prometheus. Okay, we've had Kyle on. This is Peter Hart's writer. Baylor #3 on Kickstarter. Looks cool. It's just on Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Dark mystical fantasy.
can't have everything.
8 days to go. Baylor 1 through 3. I just hate that it's on Kickstarter. There's so many great books over there, but $1,208, 43 backers. Cool. 18 days to go. Let's take a look at the trailer anyway. This will wake Katie up, and maybe Carrie.
Yeah.
I hate that. The thing about there we go. Sometimes hard to play their trailers. Well, there you go. Baylor 3. I guess you can get 1 and
Looks
2
pretty
as
cool.
well. Yeah. Not bad. Interesting looking character, and I know you like the green and purple. Hey?
Yeah, I did.
Green and purple is great for characters.
Especially for a villain. It works out really well.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Brainiac, you've got Lex Luthor, um, many different villainous characters that have
Dude, the
the
Green
green and
Goblin,
purple.
for God's sake.
Green Goblin. Yep.
The Impossible Man.
Yep. Impossible Man's green. Yep.
And he's got like purple gloves and a purple cape.
Oh, here you go. Tom Morgan. I like Tom Morgan stuff, man. Tom Morgan Punisher. Frank Castle. Nice, simple. Red circle behind him. Feature the character. That's old school Frank Castle, you know? Big skull, belt.
Yeah.
That's like classic original Frank
Oh
Castle
yeah,
there. Yeah,
that's
that's
good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
You
Lake
working
John.
tonight, Rex? Or are you off again?
I am, yeah. I'm not probably going down when. I don't know where till I get there. Uh, still lamenting that I wrecked my truck yesterday.
I know.
The
It
bumper,
sucks.
you know. I will not park by the gate tonight. Forget that. I'm
How
not.
bad was it? Is it just a little dinger, or is it?
I meant to take a picture with my phone. I'll take a picture and show you tomorrow. Should have already done that, but just haven't. You know, I don't keep up with my phone too well, so.
You should have sent pictures
It's
to your
bad
damn
enough.
incident.
It's bad enough. It's bad enough. It's not that bad, but then again, yeah, it's not good. But at least
Yeah.
I don't have to repair somebody else's car because I did back into him, but I was trying to go, back up quite quickly and get in there so that before people started coming there. And I didn't throw any aspersions, but he probably needed to stop there or ease in something or go wide. It's, they just come through that gate like a banshee, and not thinking, and that's never good. Because I did not see him. He tried to get out of my way, he said, but, so that was probably. Oh, this is cool. This is cool artwork. Yeah, I like this. Check this out. Three-headed dragon.
Hey, King
That's
Ghidorah.
nice. Yeah,
That's cool.
anything with multiple necks and heads like that are, hard to. Hulk, yeah, Hulk is green and with purple pants. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Yeah. This would be a hard thing to continually draw. It kind of gets complex when you're talking multiple heads, wings, and tail.
Yeah, I
Legs,
think it depends. It depends on the positioning, the placement, the pose. If you want, are you looking straight on, or are you looking from the side?
Yeah, I like the side there. That made it easy. Sometimes.
Yeah, that makes it easy. Yeah, looking at it full on from the front, that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, when Diller did, the piece you saw yesterday where he's pinching his nose, like, oh God, like we often do. He changed the pose. It'd be very hard to convey straight on. So he, did something like this, where it's like 3/4 view, and then you can convey what's actually occurring. He's very sharp like that,
Yeah,
that's the great thing about Dillard. I can say, I want the Titanic as the foundation with the Empire State Building and the Hindenburg on top of that, and that's what he'll deliver, in the most dramatic way he can. And that's
he'll find a way.
Yeah, he'll find a way to do it right. That's economical
Hold
for
on,
him.
I'll be right back.
Okay, you probably need to kick yourself because you're starting to echo. He muted. Okay, and then he kicked himself. There we go. Yeah. Nice print offered from Kirby comicartshop.com. That's pretty cool. This 30th anniversary edition Akabuki stories in one giant volume over 1,300 pages. Ask your comic shop to order. If you only order or read one of my books, make it this one the majority of my work. Wow. Okay. Nice Moon Knight very artistically rendered. Comics need more of this. They need to know that it's not just about, I do drawing in ink, but I need to get to painting. There's so much you can expand the vocabulary. And I was considering at one time doing all scratch art because I like the etching. I like the line quality. It's different, and I want to be different with my artwork. Um, and some of the things that was David Mack artwork. I like David Mack stuff. Definitely King Spawn 37 preview is out. Here's a page from that. It'll be out the 28th, I think. Either that or it's already delivered. But here's a nice page from that. Like that. McFarlane's really expanding his universe. I can't even keep up with it, but he really, that's one reason why I collect Spawn. I collect it. I don't read it. It's because, the price, all his are like $2.99, and that's just awesome. That he's been able to keep the price down for 20 years and only raise it by $1, and that's what kind of got me collecting it again. Was just the price point, keep the price down. Even I can afford $2.99. Not really, but I make allowance for it. That's cool. Save that. I'm always looking for things to save, and this actually is sort of riffing on an ideal I had recently. It's, and that's pretty cool too. I'm going to have to pull out some audio books tonight because who knows where they're going to send me tonight, and listen to some audio stuff I haven't heard in a while. Kind of passes the time for me as I drive because you're going nowhere quickly at 14 miles an hour. The thing about it is it's hard to back that up once, if you kind of lose your concentration. But it helps pass the time.
How's that, you old grouch?
That works.
Right.
I don't know if I packed you one of these or not, but I had some Lone Wolf and Cubs from small
cool.
little, which are, fairly compact and done more in the manga style, I suppose. Black and white interiors. I don't know if I have one in your box or not. This is volume 22.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was looking for a year.
Quite a few of them, yeah.
But I mean, look at this 2-page layout. Well, yeah, okay. So only 2 pages per panel, and a little bit of wash, to convey the story. So simple.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you can do a thick book like this. Do it quickly because we're talking very simple. Now some of it gets more complex. But still very simple style. I mean, yeah, they got horses and stuff. It gets complex, but there are some very simple pages as well, that they put in there.
But even his simple pages have nice line work on them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like the Chinese silk painting, with ink. I've seen some. I went to the Boston Museum one time, and they had some paintings that were, I don't know, 600 years old or something like, or it might have been even older than that. Where the old Chinese or Japanese painting on silk of like different things, considered Eastern masterpieces, stuff that I'm more familiar with Western art than I am like the Japanese or Korean or Chinese.
Although I've
artists.
seen some amazing Japanese and Chinese.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody knows that famous one of the wave.
Oh, yeah.
Stylized wave, that was done in the late 1800s or mid 1800s. I'm not even sure, but And I've actually seen a version of that at the Boston Museum. They had a hell of a
Oh, that's
collection.
good.
I'm not going to show that.
Not gonna show it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're using infrared, and they got 4 cats on the bed. Well, I think there's one in the distance, and one of them farts, and you can see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just show it? Okay, and the other cats look at the other cat like, "What did you just do?"
Yeah. Yeah, you can show that. That's
Okay,
not
all right, I'll show that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, see there? The other cats are like, "What did you just do?" You can see the color difference there.
Little green jet comes out of her butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yellow, green, and then it turns to blue. It's like, and then there's even
Yeah.
a magenta there toward the end.
It looks like there's even a little black underneath.
Yeah, and black. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
That's pretty crazy.
I think we've got a cat there in the distance on the edge of the bed too. He's probably the only one that survived after that. That looks toxic. And most farts are, right?
Where'd he go?
Where did everyone go?
Never mind.
I don't know. You know, the chats for the last few weeks have been, I picked up one new subscriber recently, but
I know,
you know
dude.
what?
Well, I mean, we've both been pretty tired and not our usual.
Are we not
snappy
entertaining anymore? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, man. I guess not. Shit, I'm ready to fucking call it a night already. It's 5:00.
Well, okay. Well, we're sitting at 425 subscribers.
I know, man. We got 75 more.
Yeah, to get monetized, to get partially monetized. Yesterday's show, we had 58 views. We had a top, 9, and they watched for over 11 minutes, which is awesome.
Yeah, all those numbers are great, but
they're great, right?
They'll be even better once you get monetized, because then it'll actually mean something.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, Blue. Hold on. Oh no! Fuck.
Technical difficulties. Well, I really didn't have that much prepared today anyway, just show the artwork that I've done and talk about a few things. But everyone is here now. Okay. Yeah. I'll put in that special shark. I'll make sure that special shark gets in there, even if I have to draw it myself, There's already a couple shark fins, but I don't think that'll satiate your shark, So that new shark I will stick in there, and Carrie on Instagram sent me some pictures of it. I think you called it like a ghost shark or something. Let me just bring that up real quick. Interesting looking shark, I must say. Definitely an interesting looking shark. Just a second, and I'll bring up the pictures that she sent, or at least a picture, so you get an idea of what it looks like. It's pretty wild looking shark, I must say. And it's not your typical, great white or hammerhead that you see in comics all the time, all the way. I can't even speak anyway. All right, here we go. There we go. Interesting little thing. So, I'll put one of those in there in the little sea demon, which is kind of like my underwater Aquaman character that I created back in '93. So, we'll get him in there somewhere, along with some interesting coral or jellyfish, or I used to love, and still do, like underwater fascinates me, but it's a very scary place too. So what's for dinner, Shadowhawk?
My Mama Hawk decided to do a bunch of stuff. Hold on a second. There's your shark representation for today, Blue Sasquatch.
A megalodon.
Baby Meg.
A baby Meg. Okay.
I call it my baby Meg because it's
Yeah.
only like 13, 14 inches long.
So I assume
This thing is
megalodons.
heavy though, dude.
Oh, it looks
Believe.
heavy. It looks
Yeah.
like you could slap somebody in the head and knock them out with it.
Oh, dude, if you whack somebody with this thing, you fuck them up.
Awesome
Would not-
shark, I
It
must
would
say.
not be good in Minecraft.
Now, I assume megalodons gave live birth.
I'm guessing because don't great whites give live birth? They finally
So-
filmed one,
So
I think.
I've got to wonder how. How small or how big was a baby megalodon, and they're pretty aggressive, I would think. Maybe they protect their own and have, but I would think they would be sort of a solitary
Well,
shark.
usually baby sharks, if they're in an egg sac and they're hatched out of the mother,
Yeah.
they start off with about 50% more than actually make it out. Because they, at a
Yeah.
certain point, right before their birth, they just start eating each other.
Oh, do they really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Straight out of
Yeah,
the first hatchling start.
That,
Feeding
no,
on the
they're
others?
like, yeah, when they're ready, but the mother hasn't gone into labor yet,
Oh, you mean in the womb?
in the womb. Yeah, the ones
That's
that are ready
wow.
will
I
hatch
did
out
not
and
know
start eating the ones that haven't hatched yet. It's
Wow.
fucked up shit, man.
That is wild, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And it'd be interesting to watch like a documentary on what we think
Sharks
the birth
Sharks
of a
are very
megalodon
cool
shark and
creatures.
I'd be interested in knowing how megalodons did it, and then
I don't-
how the small megalodons in such a hostile environment survived to adulthood.
Well, dude, you gotta figure if by the time the mother gives birth, she's like the length of a school bus and the girth of a school bus
Yeah,
with fins on it.
right.
So she could pop out a fucking 10 or 15-foot shark with no fucking issue whatsoever, I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah, yeah. And they probably were that big. I don't know.
and-
I've never
And
seen
a 10 or
anything on the-
15-foot shark is not gonna have many predators that want to fuck with it. They're gonna be pretty safe right at birth.
Well, yeah, I mean it's interesting. I watched like maybe it was the night before I watched something on the mid Jurassic, some of the fossils and bones and things.
No,
that they
dude,
found.
some of the sea creatures that used to roam around in
Yeah.
plesiosaurs and shit, and the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
with the long necks and like all the teeth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like what they say Nessie might be, right? Something akin
Well,
to that.
Nessie they say is like a plesiosaur, but they're the other
Uh,
ones that had like the even longer necks, and,
Right.
and an
Yeah.
extended snout, and it was all just like teeth, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't meet that dude.
Yeah, just the proportions of some of that, and the big amorites that used to be in the water and things. It's
Mhm.
amazing. I mean, huge. The size of almost a tire.
No, dude, if you want to see something like really freak you out, look up the videos for what do they call them? They're not sand fleas.
Sand fleas. Oh my
No.
God.
They're not sand fleas. It's something similar to that though. They
Well, I
call
know
them
there's like some
some
scary
kind of-
beach worms.
They live on the bottom of the ocean,
Uh-huh.
like on the wherever however
Oh,
deep
the
it is.
scavengers,
Yeah,
that
And
kind
like
of clean the oceans up. Yeah.
yeah. Everything that makes it down to that level, they just fucking devour it, man.
Oh, like a little whale and whatnot. Oh yeah, I've watched time lapse videos of that where they strip it to the
That
bone.
shit's crazy.
Yeah,
I
isn't
mean,
it
yeah,
though?
we eat it all, dude. There's nothing left.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it may take months to do it, but what a feast, a big old whale like that,
Yeah.
But
But
there's
you
other
wonder,
stuff.
how do the oceans stay clean? Well, there you go.
And
Those are the bad.
and those crabs, those long leg crab, with the
Mm.
big pincers, yeah, they clean up on stuff like that too, boy.
Oh yeah,
And
they
that,
fucking
and
love
then
that shit.
you've got like the worms or something
Oh
down
yeah,
there,
dude, there's so many things that
yeah.
just like eat dead things.
Well, well, yeah, yeah, and but I mean, fairly recently dead, right? But I mean, the thing of it is that that stuff can lay there till they pick it clean for like months,
Well, right, but
like
you got to consider, like, for a whale carcass to hit the bottom of the ocean, right?
all
The
that
whale's got
blubber.
it's
Yeah,
got to die.
yeah,
It's
right,
gonna it's gonna submerge a certain amount, but as you
right,
die, all the gases and shit fill the body, so
right,
it's gonna buoy it back up
right.
until it bursts,
Yeah, it
and
takes a
then it,
while to
yeah,
to
and
for
then it's
for
gonna
one to
sink.
sink. Yeah, yeah.
And by
Well,
that time, sharks have been feasting on it, and every other fish in the world has been fucking picking at it. By the time it hits the bottom, it's mostly skeleton with a little bit of flesh attached. But
well, now I've
those
seen
little
one
guys
that
at the
well,
bottom is scary as shit, dude. I
yeah,
never would like be. I want to be in a submarine if I'm ever that deep,
yeah.
and
Well,
I
I
don't want
mean,
to be in, and I don't ever want to be in a submarine.
well, there's no light except bioluminescence from whatever's down there. It's
Yeah,
totally
exactly.
pitch black. You still talking about sharks? Well, we're talking about just kind of like the bottom
Sea
feeders.
creatures, anyway. Yeah,
Yeah. I'd like to put a hammerhead because they're so distinctive, in the book. And
yeah, hammerheads
I
are
may
cool.
put one of those in there as well. Because hammerheads are just so distinctive and cool looking. Tiger sharks
Right.
are pretty
Yeah,
vicious.
my favorites are tigers and makos.
Hmm.
Makos are
Yeah.
fucking scary, dude.
Yeah. Well, they've got some, the tigers anyway has some distinctive markings on,
Yeah, the
some nice stripes.
tigers look
Yeah.
really cool, but they're kind of like they can
They're
be
not
very
near as aggressive as a mako.
lazy. Yeah, they're very lackadaisical in the way they attack. They kind of come up and go, "Ah, I'll take a bite." I've watched tiger sharks like chase birds around for 30 minutes, and the bird like getting the better of them until he finally runs out of gas. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but like a mako, dude, those fucking things will hit you like a rocket. They can like do like speed bursts of 40, 50 miles an hour or some shit. They're fucking
Yeah.
fast.
Be like a car, and it'll kill you on impact.
Dude, and imagine underwater moving that fast. That's just gonna scare the living hell out of you. See something coming at you that quick, and
Yeah.
you don't
Well,
even know
you
what it
probably
is.
won't see it. It'll be so quick you won't see it till it
That's what I'm
impacts
saying. If you happen to
you.
be facing it and it went,
Yeah.
poof, and then
Yeah.
it started coming after
Boom.
you, you'd be like, wow.
Yeah, you would have seconds to react. You couldn't react quick enough. It would just be
No,
like,
you probably wouldn't even have enough time to
when you
scream
enter
to.
their environment, you play by their rules.
Well, when you enter the ocean, especially at certain parts of it,
Hmm.
you are definitely on the menu. You got to realize that
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
not the
Yeah.
top dog anymore like you are when you're walking
Yeah, and if
around.
you
And
think you are, I'll tell you one that really scares me, and I think for divers, it's not really that aggressive to divers, but it can kill you in a second. Are killer whales? What I've seen them do to herd other
oh yeah,
like to get seals or to like beluga whales or something like
hmm
that. They're pretty strategic in their
dude,
they
they eat
group with
sharks,
attacks.
man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
freaking
And
cool.
and and I agree with you. Orca was better than Jaws, for my,
Well, orcas are
I
scarier than sharks because they have a very high functioning brain. They're
yeah,
mammals. They're
right.
smart. So they
Hmm.
can develop and they've even proven like different pods, like generations of whales that have grown up in different areas of the world. and migrate to different places and whatever. They all have different hunting styles
Hmm.
that they've developed over the, fucking generations. Some of them do some crazy ass shit that other ones don't do at all. Some
Yeah.
of them are playful with their food. They like to smack the fucking seals up in the air with their tails.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah. I
it's
mean, it's
goddamn
insidious.
scary, dude.
I know I've seen them on, ice, and you think the seal's safe, and they break the ice up and go under the ice and flip
Hmm.
break the whole thing up, and they do it in packs of like 3. And
Oh yeah, dude. They'll like jump on one side of the little thing that's
yeah,
broke and then
yeah,
weigh it down so the seal starts sliding towards them. Like, fuck,
yeah, it's pretty wild,
that
There's,
shit's scary as hell.
I know I feel sorry for those seals, but then, seals prey on penguins, and they do pretty wild things to get the penguins. So, it's eat or be eaten in the wild kingdom.
Really, I didn't realize seals ate penguins.
Oh
Oh.
yeah. Delicacy. Tastes like chicken. Only dressed fancier.
Penguins are quick,
You know.
dude. They're
Nice
they're dumb.
tuxedo, gulp.
They're dumb as fuck on land, but you throw one of them bitches in the water, man, and it just becomes a fucking turbo machine. It's like,
Yeah, well, have you seen them jump out of the water? I've seen one
oh
video
yeah,
recently where the
they
penguin's
come
like,
flying out.
shoo, yeah, and lands, got skid feet,
Hmm.
whatever. It's amazing. Yeah.
Grabs the little ledge or whatever with his feet.
Or can fly it on its stomach. It's
Hmm.
pretty wild, man. They're pretty agile, to be wingless. I mean, flightless birds.
Penguins are actually pretty cool, man. I like them.
Yeah.
I just root for them
So
when
do
they just
so
like
do seals. So do
have
seals.
something.
They're
Yeah,
top of the
I guess I have seen a seal chasing.
yeah.
Maybe it was a sea lion.
I saw recently, the bears, when the salmon come into spawn. I mean,
Oh yeah,
they had a bloodbath, just those salmon that turned beet red, and
yeah.
they were just stripping them
Well,
down, man.
well, that's right before
Bears were
mating.
having a feast.
All
Yeah.
the males they
Yeah,
brighten
and
up
the
and
bears take advantage of that, it's just like when the
well,
cicadas come out,
well, they know the run is coming, so they'll go to the falls where
Yeah, they know it instinctively.
yeah,
Yeah,
because most fish don't make it the first time. They got to take 2 or 3 jumps to make that leap. And in the meantime, they're sitting down at the bottom catching the guys that don't make it. And be like, ha,
mhm.
next. Yeah, bears are smart too, man.
Yeah, and I mean, there's such a variety, aggressive polar bear, and they are aggressive,
Oh,
and you've got
polar bear is your worst
black
nightmare.
bear, grizzly bear, I mean, there's so many different
A
varieties.
grizzly bear, maybe you get lucky and you survive. A polar bear
Katie was
is
fighting a
fucked.
bear today on her game, and it had spectacles on, had, glasses on. It's kinda wild, and it was
Hmm.
mawing her, stuff
I'd
like
have
that.
tried to break his glasses first.
Yeah, right, I should have suggested that in the chat. Go for the glasses.
You know,
Yeah.
blind his ass. If they're making a big deal out of a bear wearing glasses, then
One of her opponents, like I said, she actually
there's a
kicked his
reason.
ass, had an ass shot to the opponent. But then one of her opponents in the game hit her in the private area. I'm like, that's
Oh my!
that's dirty, you know?
I didn't know they allowed that in these games.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now on that anyway, that what taken or
What the hell game is
whatever
it?
they call it.
That
Yeah,
was the Tekken, the fighting game.
yeah, yeah. Taken
Yeah.
3, I think it was. Yeah, she
Okay.
was.
Well, that don't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, we can get out of here. I don't have to clock into 6 or be there. Well, clock into I think 6:45, something like that, a little later. So that tells me probably not going to win. They probably have me. I'm gonna guess probably Mark Tree doing the college and some,
Close to
but
home.
who knows? Uh, yeah, it's pretty
All
wild.
right,
This
dude.
where I've been starting out, because the mayor made a big deal out of it, said there's houses behind this flea market type thing. And they have one trailer back there that has a post around it and another tin roof over the trailer to protect the trailer. They've totally enclosed, sort of like put a pole barn over it or whatever,
Uh,
an extra added roof. So, you got poles stationed around the trailer with a tin roof over it. It's pretty wild. I've never seen that before,
that's sweet.
Yeah, you would think there might be a moisture problem there or something, a barrier in between the tin roof and the top of the trailer or something that it might cause problems, but apparently not. Apparently there's
Hmm.
enough airflow there or whatever the way they built it, but it's
I
just
guess.
wild to see.
It just, yeah. Huh.
It's wild. Well, think about it. It probably adds stability to the trailer as well, protection against winds and stuff, right?
Right.
But if something's going to be that strong, it's probably going to pick you up and post and tin roof and everything. A trailer's
Well,
not
that's
very
the cool
good,
thing, dude. With
protection.
those new tin roofs, they have like a
Uh-huh.
really good soundproofing insulation on them.
Hmm.
So that like even if you're getting like you got to get hit with a hailstorm, before you like a normal heavy rain won't really bother you.
Well, thank you, Nikki, for coming in, and of course, you, Shadowhawk, and
Yeah,
Gable
nigga.
Penny Shot, and Carrie,
Cable.
and Tree Goblin, and Apex
Choo,
Comics,
choo.
and of course, Katie is here somewhere. Um,
Apex. Oh yeah, I know that
and
guy. Femback coming soon.
Blue Sasquatch are coming in. Why am I not seeing Katie's? This is good stuff, of course. Um, why am I not seeing? There you go. That's when she came in. Uh, and I guess that was about it today. And the lurkers. Uh, I don't know. Have we lost our edge? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I've been tired lately, man. I apologize. But
Oh, I get it. Me too, bro. I did 2 shows and met with Tokame till about 6 a.m. in the morning, and it totally wiped me out today. I was supposed to maybe meet with Jim O'Reilly, and I said, my bad, let's meet up. I'm still trying to get with Jim to do those maybe 3 pages for me. We'll see.
oh, cool.
No new Dillard artwork yet, besides what I showed yesterday, but he's got everything penciled and inking it down, making progress there. Skits has committed to do the Momentum Unleashed cover.
I remembered it's Michael Sigenthaler.
What a name, I know.
That's why I was having a hard time the other day. I was like, damn, I
And I
know
have
it's
a
Michael.
problem remembering his wife's name too,
No, Karshina's cool. I don't
Or
have
she,
no problem
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, we got to get her on and Brian, which I know is an epic feat, and talk, and maybe Horror Mike and talk some horror movies. And I'll just sit back in the background and promise
Yeah,
not to
I think
talk.
she may have been on. Her and Horror Mike may have done an actual show once already. Because Karshina was doing her own channel for a while there too, where it was
Right.
all horror movie
Yeah.
oriented. So, I kind of lost track of them though, man. I've been so busy, just so tired.
Yeah. But I'm glad you're reaching out for a possible new job. Wish you all the best with that.
Oh, dude, it'd be so nice to get into some place where I'm still
Hmm.
might be, a lot of work and what have you.
And
But
maybe be appreciated a little better.
yeah,
Maybe. Just
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure I can get some better money than I'm making now.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And
Found my Doctor Strange down here. Might have to watch that again.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. That was a pretty good movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. Did I say his right name right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, the visuals on that movie are insane.
Did you watch Sherlock that was on TV that he did a few seasons of? I
No,
think
I
I
missed
bought one
that.
season and I was kind of unimpressed.
Yeah, no, I missed
But,
that one.
but I think it was season 3 that I bought. Season 2, it might have been season 2. And I was kind of underwhelmed by it,
Mm.
Uh, the whole
Yeah,
the
I
whole
don't know.
thing might be good, but I just couldn't quite get into it. Like the
Yeah.
old. I'd much rather watch some of the old Sherlock Holmes, interpretations.
Mm,
Because there's been some great actors play, and I like the '50s TV series. That's very good too.
yeah, that one's good.
You know.
Hey,
Uh, anyway, keep collecting. Sorry it's
hello.
short today, but hey, I got stuff to do. You got stuff to do. Get you some
Love it.
rest. Yeah, and we shall
Don't
refresh
worry.
ourselves, and we'll do it
Things
again
will
tomorrow.
slow down soon. I'll
And
be.
we did have a guest on. Was going to be on here. TV creators verse that we had on in April, but
Yeah.
due to some other stuff, we'll just have to reschedule with him and have him on
Okay.
another time again. So
Hey,
he had to
it's
take
all
care of
good.
family stuff. So it's all good. Episode 833 in the can. So much to say and so little time to do it in. But
There
we'll
you
attempt to do it again tomorrow. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?